the consolidation of the brands and the alignments, having the professional teams all as Stormers Rugby teams and the amateur teams continuing as Western Province. Your take on that?
Yeah, I think it's a very positive step. I mean, when I say that, it's probably like a few of us. I grew up supporting Province, my Province season ticket holders. I think I first went to watch Western Province play in 1976 or 77, so and Newlands, and that means a lot. But I think it was almost been an inevitability about it since the Super Rugby, the Stormers thing in '98. They were really running two brands. I think the difference that held out for a long time, while the Currie Cup was still, in 2014, there was a Currie Cup final at Newlands that Alistair Coetzee coached. I think we just won it through with, and it was packed. 3 years later, 4 years later, in 2018, we didn't come close to selling out for a Currie Cup final because the Springboks had by then finished playing the Currie Cup. I've been involved in some capacity in the Currie Cup for, this will be my 12th season, and I think this will be the first time the competition format has been the same, for 2 years in a row. So, us having to support a professional senior brand, a separate brand for a competition that, as much as we all don't want it, has been in free fall for a long time now, makes it very tough. I think commercially, I think the writing was on the wall. We withstood the longest. The Lions went a long time ago. The Sharks have been the Sharks 15. There's nothing around the old rugby union there. The Bulls became the Bulls. And we sort of stood because of the reasons that probably why everybody's upset now. The tradition, the ethos, and Province and VFP, look at them, which all mean a lot to us, And I think the Currie Cup being gone is a fact for a while now. And then I think for that probably leaves, in terms of professional, under-21, the junior teams. And I think it's nice for them to be part of the Stormers. It's their aspiration, they're part of it. It was a bit curious having literally two items of people and experience, expensive to have the same top with a VFP badge and the same top with a Stormers badge around the HPC. I mean, I say it's expensive, but it aligns them. I think what I like, what I really, my last point, I think there's been a real ostensible and obvious effort by Stormers Rugby to look more like Western Province. I mean, we could have, I think when the designs first came out, somebody said white shorts. No, black shorts. And it's curious. If you look at that thing, if you look at anybody else, they don't wear black shorts with blue and white. Doesn't exist. And the socks looking the same, the dies on the back. So it was to show that we are, I think, because that's like a silly analogy, Mikey. It's a bit like wine. I mean, the label on the bottle is a nice brand, and it's you go for the sea salt or Sauvignon Blanc or whatever, but that you can't take away the terroir, the land it comes from, where the vines are grown, and that's, I mean, the Stormers in Western Province, they're like the wine, the actual bottled wine, and the terroir, the region, the weather, the climate, and it's inseparable. It's just practically commercially, and I think we did very well to hold out as long as we did, but I think it's just unsustainable to have two separate brands.